Pittsburgh Steelers fans are expecting a quick and strategic move from Omar Khan, and in the last few hours we've received some information that we need to bring to you. But before I tell you all the details, subscribe to the channel here to receive all the Steelers updates. And of course, if you've been a true fan for over 10 years, hit that like button. If possible, right, go Steelers. I want to see you in the Super Bowl. This is a dream for most fans, and I believe we can get there. But of course, we need to get rid of all the trash and restructure the team with quality players. Now I need to talk to you about this. Today I watched a video that said in the title, the Steelers' perfect WR option is now available. So, what does that mean? The Pittsburgh Steelers may be standing on the verge of the most pivotal opportunity of their 2025 offseason, and it's not coming from a draft pick, a late camp breakout, or even a surprise roster cut. It's Jakobi Meyers. Yes, the same Jakobi Meyers who's been a known commodity across the league as a dependable, physical wide receiver, and perhaps the best fit WR2 the Steelers could dream of pairing with DK Metcalf in this critical stretch of building a championship-caliber offense. The timing of this opportunity? Impeccable. Just as the Steelers trimmed down their roster to the final 53, the Las Vegas Raiders were hit with a trade request from Meyers, opening a door that might never swing this wide open again. This isn't speculation. It's a direct report from NFL insider Jordan Schultz. Meyers wants out. For Pittsburgh, this means one thing: go get him. And for Omar Khan, it's not just another deal to make. It's potentially the most straightforward, most necessary move he's been faced with since taking the reins. If the front office fails to pull the trigger on this, the consequences could ripple through not just the 2025 season, but the trajectory of Aaron Rodgers' tenure, the development of young talents like Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin, and the balance of power in the AFC North. Jakobi Meyers isn't just any wide receiver. We're talking about a player with near Pro Bowl level production, who's consistently offered between 700 to 900 yards per season despite playing with less than elite quarterback talent. His game complements what DK Metcalf brings as a dominant WR1. Meyers brings toughness, elite blocking, versatility. He can line up inside or out, and sure hands. This is exactly what Arthur Smith's offense needs. And here's the kicker. His contract is affordable, currently sitting at $11 million for the 2025 season, making him arguably one of the most underpaid WR2s in the entire NFL. If you're wondering what a trade might look like, the Steelers don't need to mortgage the future to get this done. No one's talking about first-round picks here, not even second-rounders. The consensus? A third-round pick should get it done, maybe even a third and some minor late-round swap. That's the ballpark. That's the window of opportunity. And again, if Omar Khan wants to be remembered for bold and calculated moves, this is the moment to act. The Raiders are in a reset mode under Pete Carroll. They've brought in young talent like Ashton Jeanty, they've added Brock Bowers, and they've got Geno Smith as a bridge QB. Meyers is valuable, yes, but is he a long-term WR1 for Vegas? Probably not. They'll want picks, flexibility, and roster space. That's where the Steelers step in. And the Steelers need? It's dire. Calvin Austin 3, Roman Wilson, Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek, they all bring something, but none are proven WR2s. The offense, despite Aaron Rodgers' presence, still lacks another consistent threat. Even Rodgers can't manufacture an elite passing game with one elite WR and a supporting cast of unknowns. You pair him with Meyers, and now you've got options, you've got spacing, you've got the kind of versatility that forces defenses to think twice. And that could be the difference in a tight AFC race. Now, there's always the question, is this just a contract tactic from Meyers? Is he leveraging this trade request to squeeze more money out of Vegas? That's possible. But here's the counter. If it's a negotiation tactic, then it's still an opening. It's a chance to call and test the waters. It's worth exploring. And for once, Pittsburgh should consider overpaying. Not wildly. No first-round picks. No top 40 selections. But if it's a third and a player, say, DeMarvin Leal or Calvin Austin, or maybe a conditional future pick, you do that. No hesitation. Because this isn't just about upgrading WR2. It's about elevating the entire offensive ceiling. If you bring in Jakobi Meyers and pair him with DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin, and Roman Wilson, you've got a legitimate arsenal. Not to mention Pat Freiermuth in the tight end room and two dynamic backs in Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Suddenly, Arthur Smith's offense looks dangerous, balanced, explosive, and capable of keeping pace with any team in the AFC. Let's talk money for a second. Because even if you do land Meyers, you're going to want to work out an extension. The number being floated is between $20 to $25 million per season. And while that might seem steep, it's right in line with what the market demands. Remember, Terry McLaurin is pushing $33 million. DK Metcalf will be looking for a raise. In that context, locking up Myers through 2027 with a cap-friendly structure is not just feasible, it's smart business. Think something like $18 to $19 million this year, bumping to $20 and $25 million in the next 2 seasons. That's manageable, especially as the salary cap continues to rise. Beyond just cap numbers, this move addresses a key strategic gap in Pittsburgh's game plan. The run game has been underwhelming, and unless that dramatically changes, you can't go into 2025 hoping Rodgers bails you out with a patchwork receiving core. Myers provides insurance, reliability, and gives Arthur Smith a tool he can lean on in both the passing and run blocking game. At the end of the day, this is about maximizing the window. Aaron Rodgers is not in Pittsburgh to be part of a rebuild. He's here to win now, and Myers makes that more realistic than any other WR option currently available. This isn't a dream scenario. It's reality knocking on the Steelers' door. So here's the question for Steelers Nation. Should Omar Khan pick up the phone and send that third-round pick to Vegas? Or would passing on Jakobi Meyers be one of the biggest missed opportunities of this new era? Let me know what you think in the comments below. With the door now open, the question becomes not if the Steelers can make this move, but whether they'll have the urgency and vision to actually follow through. Let's not forget what's at stake here. Pittsburgh isn't operating in a vacuum. The AFC North is loaded. Cincinnati has a fully healthy Joe Burrow and an offense that's always dangerous. Baltimore is coming off another playoff run with Lamar Jackson still at the top of his game. Cleveland has a defense that can suffocate even elite quarterbacks. Every inch of improvement matters. Standing still is equivalent to falling behind. This isn't just about adding a WR2. It's about making a declaration of intent. It's about saying, we're not wasting Aaron Rodgers' final years. We're not accepting mediocrity at wide receiver. We're going for it. The way this front office handles the Jakobi Meyers situation could define the 2025 season and determine how seriously they're viewed as a contender. Fans saw the Metcalf trade and believed this team was taking a swing. Adding Myers is the follow-through that makes that swing potentially a home run. Now, the trade cost. There are realistic options that go beyond draft picks. The Steelers have depth pieces like DeMarvin Leal, B.E. Bishop, and Corliss Whiteman, players who might not make a massive impact in Pittsburgh but could fill needs for a team like Vegas in transition. Add in a mid-round pick, and the framework for a deal is right there. It's not about robbing the future. It's about balancing it with the present. Omar Khan's job isn't to win deals. It's to win games. And this one has winnable trade written all over it. Then there's the culture fit. Jakobi Meyers is exactly the type of player Pittsburgh fans love. Tough, team first, smart, unselfish. He's not flashy off the field. He doesn't need headlines. He shows up, does the dirty work, and performs in big moments. That's a Steeler. You don't always find guys like that in free agency. And when they become available, you better not wait around. The contract? As we touched on earlier, it's only getting more expensive to find top-level receivers. That's the nature of today's NFL. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and others are setting the ceiling. But Myers, at $20 to $25 million per year, gives you elite WR2 production for a price that's going to look like a bargain in 2 years. Steelers Nation, you know how rare this is. You know how often we talk ourselves into wide receiver trades that never materialize. But this time it's real. The player is available. The price is reasonable. The need is undeniable. All that's left is the call. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and click the video on the screen for more breaking news and exclusive analysis. The newest moves, the hottest rumors, and every Steelers headline, you're going to find them right here first.